Imagine a world where the fire that destroyed civilization didn't just burn, it awakened something ancient and primal within the survivors. You are part of the Kindled, a group of individuals whose blood now runs with liquid heat, capable of manipulating flame, but at the cost of their own stability. But when you discover that Embers isn't just a remnant of the past, but the spark of a new evolutionary stage that threatens to consume you from the inside out, you realize that power isn't about control, it's about balance, sacrifice, and the terrifying responsibility of holding back the inferno. Welcome to Embers, the third pulse-pounding, atmospheric, and deeply strategic installment in Claire Kent's Kindled series. If you love elemental fantasy tropes, romantic suspense, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching protagonists master their inner demons through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the visceral heat of magical combat with the profound weight of emotional connection. The narrative kicks off with our protagonists' struggle to contain their growing power, thrusting them into a race against time to find a cure or a controller before they burn out completely. The atmosphere is thick with the scent of smoke and ash, the static of strained emotions, and the creeping dread of knowing that every decision could branch into a timeline where they become the very monster they fear. Kent excels at capturing the psychological toll of isolation, making every tactical maneuver, every resource allocation, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble, where the price of failure is not just death, but eternal combustion. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular elemental hero trope and the brilliant asymmetric warfare dynamic. This isn't just about shooting lasers, it's about understanding the complex ecology of magical politics, managing limited resources, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who rely on brute force and superior numbers. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer enemy strategies, craft overpowered gear from rare drops, and completely shock arrogant elites with unconventional, trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of Kindled lies in its characters and the heavy burden of memory. The protagonist isn't just a cold, calculating gamer. They are a deeply human individual struggling to maintain their humanity in a system that views them as data. They quickly form bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help them navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as their squad watches them casually calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major conspiracy or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword. It's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. Embers is a triumph of the LitRPG and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. Claire Kent has crafted a sequel that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.